At forward, 6'11", number 34, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we'll be checking in with Allie LaForce from the sideline moments from now. And powering into the first week of the new year, here's a brand new look at the power rankings. They sink a little bit here in the rankings, still, though, remaining in the top 5.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they're just holding steady, but in the wrong third of these rankings. So currently toward the bottom and looking for a spark.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the 3. And for the Bucks, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Anthony is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Breaking this a fun time of year, mid-season basketball from award races to juggling playoff pictures. It's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. Makes the league so much more interesting.
Now, here's Trent. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Trent passes to Giannis. Drops in the layup for 2.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Outside Edwards. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Anthony dishes to Turner. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Turner.
Kept moving and found an opening. Staying active. Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
Gobert with the screen on Trent. Another miss by Minnesota.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here's McDaniel. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first command.
So, Clark, looking at the history of the Timberwolves, they're in the most successful stretch ever.
Yeah, you look at the first 24 seasons, Minnesota won just 2 playoff series total. They've won 4 rounds in the last 2 years alone in the playoffs. You know, what's been the key if you ask that question? I'd say having that guy Anthony Edwards is where you start.
That free throw, no good. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
And he's good on the second. And when you think about the greatest players, Clark, in Bucks history, it comes down to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I think that's where the list probably starts and ends. I mean, both of those guys led the Bucks to championship seasons and multiple MVP awards as well. But it's hard for me to say this, but maybe Giannis has a slight edge over Kareem.
Oh!
Man. And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And it's the Bucks ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. Giannis outside. Turner with a screen for Giannis. 6 on the shot clock. And Turner throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And the 3 ball is good.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change the game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's DiVincenzo. He has yet to score. Sinks the three-pointer.
McDaniels with the big answer.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Trent kicks to Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Randle outside. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randle, so good at finishing inside.
Giannis outside. Turner with a screen on Randle. Here's Giannis. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to DiVincenzo. Fades away. Green with the rebound.
Blown opportunity there. He's got to have a short-term memory. Forget about that one.
And the basket is good. Trent's got 5.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Look at Milwaukee. They're down in 10th place here in the middle part of the season. They'll need to make a move soon.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Edwards. Good on the shot. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Well, year after year, Clark, we continue to see Anthony Edwards increase his scoring.
Yeah, and I like the fact that his efficiency has gone up as well, Kevin. That's a nice combination. Scoring going up and efficiency improving, and that's a problem for sure for the rest of the league.
Edwards, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Anthony finds Green. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
At the line for Milwaukee, Giannis Antetokounmpo, shooting one.
The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
Trent gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Edwards finds Randall. 6 to shoot. To stop the run. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Trent. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from Edwards. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Timberwolves working the ball around them. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
Just cannot allow DiVincenzo to shoot it from there.
Antetokounmpo passes to Green. Trent outside. Pass to Green. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's the drive. And Giannis throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Randall passes to McDaniels. Back to Randall. Shoots the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante. Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Randall down low. Giannis is there.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Turner. Now Trent. And Turner kicks to Trent. And here is Anthony, defended by DiVincenzo. Anthony can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 17. Down low, here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniel.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Giannis has got 13 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to Randall. Over Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And here is Green. Off target from three-point range.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Bangs home the trifecta. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis is checked in for Turner. Kyle Kuzma comes in for A.J. Green. Porter's checked in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And having a star in Anthony Edwards, Clark with so much confidence, what kind of impact does that have for the Wolves?
Well, it's huge. I mean, he wants the pressure of carrying the team. And with his outgoing nature and skill set, that mentality, I think, permeates the team and gives it great confidence.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you, Kevin.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Out to Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Pass to Dillingham. Here's Randall. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Portis on the follow.
Hard to exceed Portis' level of energy. I mean, he just doesn't seem to ever stop.
Conley surveying the D. Pass to Randall. Over Giannis. Randall can't get that one to fall. And so it's Milwaukee with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Taking what the defense gives them, guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from there. I love it.
We've got Rollins. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Sims in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Kuzma outside. For 3. Over in the corner, Portis. Here's Rollins. He picked up 12 points in their last one against Denver. It's good from long range. Kuzma's got 6.
Boy, Kuzma superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range, too.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Milwaukee leading by 18. Here's Rollins. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Portis. There's the triple. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Ingles finds Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Reed misses.
Hey, it was a good look. One he normally capitalizes on.
Now here's Kuzma. Porter passes to Portis. Doubled by Conley. And stolen by Dillingham. Outside Conley. Right wing. Randall right side. Just 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Dillingham. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Dillingham's got his first points in this one. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Timberwolves making a change here. And spacing is so vital. But, Clark, talk about vertical spacing.
You know, Kevin, that speaks to the ability to play in space above the rim. Think about the roller in the pick-and-roll situation being able to go above the defense to finish a lob. Those are tough plays for defenses to stop. Helping in recovering and elevating to stop a well-timed lob, that's a real challenge for the defense.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Hits the three-point bomb. Kuzma's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Bucks.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter. His 3rd overall.
Here's Reed. The shot missing. Great D that time from Portis. Antetokounmpo kicks to Kuzma. Misses the 3.
Defense may have given him that one. Based on the results, you see why.
Shannon passes to Conley. Randall outside. Conley with the screen on Kuzma. Randle outside. Shoots over Kuzma. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Tries again, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
The timing, the rhythm. Kuzma really does a nice job catching the defense off guard with those catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Clark for three, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Bucks leading by 21. Anthony sets the pick for Giannis. Minnesota with the rebound. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortable.
They were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
Another miss by Kuzma. Timberwolves trail by 21. You know, Clark, when Kyle Kuzma is in the right role and the right situation, he can help in so many areas.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he's capable of spacing the floor. His shot has just been a tad inconsistent, so that's why he hasn't gotten to the next level yet. But I love the energy he plays with and his versatility.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Checked in for Milwaukee. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Randle against Giannis. Great tee that time from Giannis. Here's Milwaukee now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Pass to McDaniels. Looking to get back on track here.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Giannis high post. Randle on him. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's been Giannis's night. His points have come in a variety of ways, and as usual, he has been relentless.
McDaniels on the wing. Randle from outside. The rebound by the Bucks. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Portis. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randle.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
And Randle has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. McDaniels on the wing. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Trent can't hit.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Antetokounmpo against Randall. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Thursday, they'll go up against De'Aaron Fox and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Atlanta Hawks.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Outside, Reed. That 3 off the mark.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Here's Anthony. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to McDaniels. Launches it. And he's good on the 3-ball. McDaniels got 11.
This is where McDaniels has put in a lot of work, catching and shooting with confidence.
Puts it up from 12. Good work there as it goes.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Oh, you can't let Turner get that deep inside. When you do, he's going to abuse you with a throwdown right on top of your head.
DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. And here's Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 15 here tonight. And here's Trent outside. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. DiVincenzo finds Gobert. DiVincenzo with it. Now Anthony defending. For 3, Edwards connects from 3-point range. 8 points for him.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
Turner with a screen on DiVincenzo. Anthony against DiVincenzo. Lock at 6. Pass to Green. The 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the lane.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
The Bucks shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Out to Anthony. 3-pointer. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Gobert. Now here's DiVincenzo. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Outside Anthony. To the inside. Giannis passes to Trent. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Trent's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is exactly what Trent Jr. is known for. Long-range sniping.
And finished off by Edwards.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Bucks. After that outstanding quarter, he's got himself a triple-double. What more is he going to do in this game? We'll find out. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers. And, Coach, you guys came out aggressive in the first half. What stood out to you?
You know, we're getting to the paint and making plays. They're a great team as far as rotation, so we just got to make the right passes.
It all starts with attacking the basket. Thanks, Doc.
Thank you, Allie. And, folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Their opponent is beating them up on the boards, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
I was just thinking about all the changes we've seen to the All-Star voting process over the years. A lot of new factors in play now.
Yeah, like social media. Definitely tips the scales when it comes to who's selected.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And it's Anthony with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point.
And he's done the job here all day. Just continues to grab rebounds. What a game for him.
Yeah, you don't see many triple-doubles often. And I tell you what, his effort and efficiency really on point tonight.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. They get the rebound. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good on the three-point shot. Edwards got the first bucket of the third here for Minnesota. Anthony on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, to even look to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Outside Edwards. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Trent outside. Over in the corner, Green. Outside Anthony. Trent outside. Shot clock at 6. And here's Giannis from outside. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Well, he won't miss many of those. Not when he gets a good look like that.
Pass to Randall. Edwards against Trent. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
Anthony sets the pick for Trent. Off target with his 3.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
Edwards finds Randall. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got his 16th rebound on the night. Anthony, the pass to Giannis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Julius Randle picks one up.
He's a nightly triple-double threat, and I think Giannis is the most unguardable player in the game.
Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And the first one drops.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. You know, Clark, Rudy Gobert is often the victim of unfair criticism.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more there. I mean, that's just what people tend to do, the talking heads, if you will. I think too many times folks focus on what he can't do instead of appreciating all that he does. I mean, he excels as a rim protector, a screener, a physical presence in the paint. I mean, I think he's going to go down as one of the all-time outstanding defenders in league history.
Antetokounmpo gets to Green, and it's off from three-point range. Now Randle, 9 points in the game so far. For 3, Edwards. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Edwards against Anthony. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Edwards. McDaniels dishes to Randle, and Randle throws it down.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
In perfect timing. This run is exactly what they needed, and it's right when they needed it. They couldn't afford to wait any longer.
Yeah, it's still a big hill to climb. I mean, it was essential that they at least made some kind of dent in that lead before we got to the fourth quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
For 3, Edwards. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Minnesota's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's McDaniels. DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Here's Edwards. Takes it off the glass. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half.
Edwards is a true scoring machine, and he is relentless. He's lighting it up tonight.
Trent outside. Here's Giannis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Giannis has got 30.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
DiVincenzo passes to Randle. Giannis with some nice D. Bucks leading by 23. Trent right side. From outside off the mark. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebounded by Anthony. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about U.S. youth development in hoops. He said when young players are a part of a singular organization, there's much more of an incentive to bring players along as opposed to a win-now mentality, and that's something that we can learn from Europe, guys.
Taking that long view approach. Okay, thank you, Allie.
The Frenchman doesn't mess around down there. Gobert, what a vicious throwdown.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Checked in. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. Rudy Gobert, third.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Kuzma. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 21. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Over Green. Edwards, good. Edwards got 11 points in the quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Kuzma. And again, the Bucks miss.
Despite his shooting woes, they're still up. That bodes well if he can somehow get things turned around.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Offensive rebound. Randall from outside. That one's not going to go.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Anthony taking his time here to the paint. And it's Turner finishing it off.
More than capable of running point. Anthony, a gifted passer, really has good vision.
Outside Edwards. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Edwards got 13 points in the second half.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Trent outside. Pass to Kuzma. That's in for his fifth field goal of the game. He's in 5 for 12 so far.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. with some changes. Portis is checked in for A.J. Green. Kevin Porter comes in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Randall. Dillingham's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 21. To the middle. Here's Edwards. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Rollins against Conley. It's Porter outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Conley. There's 1:59 left to play in the third. Edwards can't hit. Bucks leading by 19 points. Here's Kuzma. And the layup falls. Kuzma's got 4 points this quarter.
How about that display of athletic ability? Kuzma can contort his body when converting on those difficult shots.
Edwards inside, guarded by Kuzma. Here's Conley. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 11 rebounds in the game. So coming close to 40 years of age, Mike Conley's production has slowed down. But Clark, he is still so valuable in so many ways.
And his value comes in his production, but maybe more so in the intangibles, which are really hard to measure, but they're palpable. You feel them. They make a difference. They have an impact on the team and individual young players. I mean, he's one of the best teammates and leaders in the NBA. Always plays it within himself, has great perspective and wisdom. He's just a joy to be around and a very, very good teammate and leader.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's stolen by Edwards. Inside. And Dillingham with the basket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Kuzma with it. He's got 17. Pass to Turner. Fires for 3. And so it's Milwaukee with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Portis will function as the pivot with Antetokounmpo by his side. Porter is out there with Rollins, and it's Prince in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Randall. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Porter. There's Portis, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And you can just see how confident Portis is inside. I mean, very comfortable there. Feels like he can score whenever he wants to.
Reed with a screen on Giannis. Randall no good.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Antetokounmpo. And the jump by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Amir Coffey's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for Minnesota, Clark, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mike Conley in for Dillingham. And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Antetokounmpo finds Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Portis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Size and length of Bobby Portis making him a problem in the paint.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And the thing I've seen that I've really been impressed by is they've gotten everybody involved, unselfishly making that extra pass, getting that ball to the right guy at the right time for the good shot.
First free throw is good.
A most valuable role player on this team. Portis' ability to stretch the floor with his shooting, huge.
Second free throw, no good. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Rob. Randall surveying the D. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Conley kicks to Randall. Shot clock at 5. Clark for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Antetokounmpo. Lays it up off the glass. Giannis has got 12 points here in the second half.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Back to Porter. The Bucks working the ball around. Antetokounmpo, no good.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
Shannon passes to Conley. Clark outside. Pass to Randall. A 3-ball. A rebound by Prince.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Conley, the pass to Reed. Pass to Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on Bobby Portis.
Boy, the creative finishing ability of Randall draws a lot of fouls.
Clark, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it. You know, Julius Randle offers a versatile skill set. Not only does he have outstanding handles for a guy of his size, he's pretty quick too. He's also got that strength, which is a pretty nice combination.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Turner's checked in for Portis. Green comes in for Amir Coffey. Trent's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Anthony subbed in for Kevin Porter. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Dillingham with the bucket.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
Pass to Turner. And here is Antetokounmpo. From deep, Green. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-eating. A nice shot by McDaniel.
McDaniel saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Turner with the screen for Antetokounmpo. And the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Gobert with the screen on Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer, Randall. The rebound by Turner.
Rough start for him for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
Outside Anthony. From deep, Green. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Pass to Randall. Now here's Edwards. Defended by Trent. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
How about their second half offensive adjustments? Very impressive. Showing some moxie inside. I like it.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Shooting one.
Like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Turner with the screen for Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Milwaukee leading by 21. And here's Trent outside. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight. Minnesota's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Edwards looking it over. Here's Randall and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
You got to know where Giannis is at all times, especially when you're around the goal.
Shots good by Green.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
McDaniels outside. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Mark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think, would be helpful.
The free throw drops for Trent.
One of the top sharpshooters in the league, Gary Trent Jr., the guy you kind of expect to be at around 40% or better from deep.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Sims is checked in, and it's Prince in for Green. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. They get it again. And they get it back. And DiVincenzo is good for 3.
A really good sign for him. The work they've done on the offensive glass this half is paying dividends.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Timberwolves shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Trent against Edwards. And he makes good on the layup. Edwards got 30 points.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And here's Giannis. Prince with a screen on Edwards. Clock at 6. Trent kicks to Giannis. Fader on the way. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
DiVincenzo against Rollins. Trent outside. A three-pointer, no good. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 16 rebounds.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
Giannis outside. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Bounce pass from Randall. Pass to Edwards. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
There's a screen, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Bucks with some changes. Livingston's checked in, and Amir Coffey is subbed in for Trent. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Basket counts. Edwards got 34 points. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Rollins the pass to Livingston. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Prince kicks to Livingston. Here's Coffey. No good on the three. Now here's Edwards. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game, Allie.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.